Okay, if you want to build a trailer to haul a tank, you need a truck to haul a trailer. And this is what we came up with. We started with an M-35. Now, I keep saying we wanted to do this as much as possible with stuff off the shelf, stuff that's easily available. So I'll be talking about different vendors and brands and stuff like that. But I don't work for any of these guys. I don't get any money out of the deal. I highly recommend that you shop around on all of this stuff. You might do better than I did. So anyway, like I said, we started with the M-35 and we did some upgrades to it. The very first thing that we did was put in a new control board. We used this package here. Okay, this package really impresses me. It's for 40 bucks. You get the transmitter, the board, and the speaker. You need to find a place to hide the speaker. It'll fit right in the battery compartment. If you want to put it there, it can go underneath. There's a lot of different choices. But with this board and this transmitter, you can turn the headlights on and off. You can turn the sound on and off. This board brings sound to the table. You can control the 2-speed gearbox, and you can have another board with another truck, and both of them can run on this transmitter. You can switch back and forth. Now, I haven't explored that yet to see if it's true model matching or what, but it has promise. It also will provide power to a circuit for a winch. It's a proportional motor control, basically. You can attach this to any little motor and it'll make it go in forward and reverse, and speed is proportional. So you can put a winch on the front with that. We use it to power the ramps on the trailer. I could also see that if you built a truck with some type of anti-aircraft gun in the rear, that circuit could be used to rotate the gun. There's a couple different possibilities for that. So anyway, for 40 bucks, I think it's pretty cool. These you can get from IMEX. The trucks are available all over the place. So we did a lot of upgrades to it. We started with metal bumpers, front and rear. We put metal tow hooks on the front bumper. We put the tow hitch on the rear. I got this from one of the tank model ball places in Germany. You'll have to shop around. I don't run it with the pin in there because it'll bounce out every time. We put high quality tires and rims on these. These tires and rims cost more than the darn truck itself, but they're metal rims with DACA tires, and I think they're really worth it. This truck is for a friend of mine, but I'm going to build at least 1 or 2 trucks of my own with these tires and rims. I think they're just that good a quality that I got to have them in my collection someplace. So we did the metal bumpers, the new rims. We did a 2-speed transmission, metal axles. All the gears, pinions and rings in there are all brass. I put bearings everywhere I possibly could. It's just a standard WPL 6x6 setup. And then we did the cosmetic stuff. Obviously, we painted it for that. I just used Testors Model Master spray can paint. And the thing I really like about Testors, now you can use whatever brand you want, Tamiya, or you can use acrylics or whatever. But one of the main reasons I use this is because the spray can and the bottle are always a really good match. So it makes for really easy touch up, and I don't have splotchy places because the bottle didn't match the spray can. Now, some of this stuff came out of the spares box, like the Pioneer tools are from a Danbury Mint Jeep. Okay, and I also used the jerry can from the Danbury Mint Jeep, but those pieces are easily available from other sources, and you don't have to put the tools on there. But if you wanted to, for about $5 you can get one of these. I'm pretty sure I got it from AliExpress, but don't quote me on that. And that's got the shovel and the axe and a couple extra parts you can use on the trailer. The gas tanks are from Martin CCKW 3D print design, and if anybody wants to build one of these, I'll help out with the 3D printed parts that I can. The fifth wheel, Will has got those. He can either, if you're in the UK, he can send them to you, and he's got a guy over here that can print them and send them in the States, and he only wants a couple bucks for them. The decals, all the decals are from an old Sherman, a Tamiya Sherman sheet. The Double diamond plate is plastruct. I got it at my local hobby shop. The driver is 1/18 scale American diorama. He was about 12 bucks, I think. We put just clear plastic from an old packing material we use for windshield, front and rear. 3D printed windshield wiper blades, which you can get off of Thingiverse or from me or whatever's. We put some bare metal foil on the mirrors to make them look just a little bit more like mirrors. Didn't really do anything with the interior other than the driver. We use cooking screen to get wire mesh for the metal radiator mesh. Robbed some headlight lenses from an old model car kit. And that's pretty much it. That's the M-35 tractor. This is very similar to a truck we had when I was in the military in the late 70s and early 80s. We always just called it a 5-ton cargo tractor. Sure, it had a number and all that stuff, but anybody that wants to build these, it shouldn't be that big a deal. And the new electronics, they work great for this. They work the ramps really, really well. You can actually steer with the trim. The trim works so well because it's got servo steering, and the 2-speed transmission is just great. And if you get it dialed in, there's a little trick there too if anybody builds one of these. I braced it right here because you would get servo flex. So I put a brace in between the side of the frame and the back of the servo mount, and that took care of that. And once it's dialed in, you can shift on the fly. So there she is. That's our fictitious M-35 tank hauler tractor. See you next time.